Good morning. I really need some motivation to get back on track with my habits and my day. By my habits, I mean the list of 10 habits I have that I'm supposed to do during the day that keep me a healthy, and happy girl. So I thought I would do a what I do on a good day vlog. And I'm going to start right away. And so right now, I'm sitting on my bed. As you can see, it is 8:34. My phone alarm goes off at 7:55, and then at 8 o'clock, my alarm, I have to take the garbage out. My alarm in the living room goes off at exactly 8. Right here, I have a cup that I pick up after I turn the alarm off, which I then bring over to the kitchen. I say hi to my cat Monkey. Hi, Monkey. I put the cup right here. I also put my Folgers single cup of coffee tea bag on there, and then I turn on the tea kettle. Then I go back to my room and I make my bed. And so those are the first 3 things that I do because then, I'm not just getting right back into bed because that's my natural instinct. Once back in bed, Monkey usually comes and cuddles with me for about 5 to 6 minutes until the tea kettle starts boiling. And today was no exception, was it, Monkey? Typically, while I'm waiting for the tea kettle to boil, I will check social media. I have a rule. My social media rule is I'm not allowed to be on it until 10 p.m. with a couple exceptions. Oh, my tea kettle is boiling. Cinematography! Yeah, so I'm not allowed to check my phone with just a couple exceptions. I get to check it one time when I wake up in the morning. And I get to check it while I'm on the exercise bike because I'm just already there. I'm already there. If I want to look at my social media during exercise bike time, that's fine. But yeah, so I checked it once already. I am done for the day now until 10 p.m. I actually took the extra step of, I'm so fucking sick of being so unreliable to myself with this social media problem that I have, that I actually took the extra step of deleting Facebook and Twitter and Instagram off of my phone. I blocked those websites on my own computer. I just don't even need to look at them at all, actually. They're not making me happy. They're not improving my life. So I just, I don't need those things anymore. Here we can see my back fat in the mirror. That's very good. So yeah, so now the water boiled, and actually I forgot to make my coffee. So I'm waiting for this to, it only takes a minute. These coffee bags, by the way, highly recommend because I have a caffeine problem, and I was making like huge pots of coffee, like 8-12 cup pots of coffee, and drinking it all in one day. These are like, would you like a cup of coffee? Yeah, I would. And like, how many do I want during the day? Maybe 3, but if it's in front of me, I'm gonna drink it. So while I'm waiting for that to steep, I'm going to have a banana, and look at, it's like perfect banana, just freckled enough. And then I am going to record this banana in my calorie tracking app. I just farted in my calorie tracking app. Hey, you know what this reminds me of? But yeah, calorie tracking app. Because I tend to be fat. I tend to like really overeat. Like, my body does not know when to stop eating. Actually, I was like obese as a teenager, and so I just have, I've never really figured out how to eat correctly, so I just keep track of what I eat during the day, just make sure I'm eating not too much, that I'm eating fruits and vegetables. I try and do 5 servings of fruits and vegetables during the day. And, yeah. Then once the coffee is done, I go into my freezer, into my Tupperware of pre-made ice cubes. Go ahead, stick 2 of those in the coffee because I want to slam it right away. It's Bucky. Meow. I have to put lotion on my tattoo burn. If you skipped my video Grotesque, the name of the video Grotesque, I actually just got laser tattoo removal this past week, so my wrist is so gross right now. But I have to put lotion on the tattoo twice a day, every day. Until my next session, because that helps keep the skin hydrated. I don't know. Oh, the one on the leg hurts. The one on the leg hurts. This session hurt more than any session I've had before. This lady who did it, she was brutal. I hope that I better see some serious color loss after this one, because Jesus. So now it is 9:48, and so the last thing that I need to do before I start my day is to write in my journal. My habit list is to write in my journal 3 times a day because it helps me do emotional processing, and it's important to just check in with yourself, especially if you're someone who can't feel your own feelings like me, or that has to actively try to feel my own feelings, because otherwise I will just be spiraling and I'll have no idea why. I have to actually look in there and figure out, hey, how are you feeling? And if it's something bad, then I can do something about it. But I don't think it's anything bad today. I'm feeling pretty good today, actually. It's 9 a.m. I'm about to go to work. This is my work. As you can see, I also sneakily have some lube and a riding crop on the desk because I just haven't put them away yet. And this is my work outfit today. Let me move my chair. You're sitting on the computer. So as you can see, I'm wearing a work shirt, but underneath I am still wearing the exact same thing I slept in, including shorts, because it doesn't matter. Nobody sees what I'm wearing on my bottom. It's just all about from here up. I am a professional businesswoman. Haha, just kidding. Actually, I have a meeting in 2 minutes and I realized that that other shirt I wore yesterday. So, you don't want to repeat shirts. I also put my hair in a ponytail because I like to be cute on camera. It's almost 10 o'clock. That means the bathrobe comes back on because the meeting is over. And I'm also having another cup of coffee and a lovely piece of toast with some jalapeno cream cheese. Don't worry, I stopped him before he ate my lunch. So it's now 1:30. I have been working on invoices all day, meaning it's basically data entry all day. I listened to a 1 hour version of All Eyes on Me by Bo Burnham with the uh, monologue cut out. So that, you're wondering what the mood is around here today, that would be it. I found that, so I used a site blocker website finally on my work computer. And I found that blocking things like Twitter and Facebook and Instagram actually didn't prevent me from being distracted by the internet. Because I thought, oh, well, I'll just look at YouTube. And then, one of the things that I get distracted by is statistics. And I released a video today called Pretending I'm Dead for 20 minutes, where I pretend that I'm dead. And I've been watching the statistics on that and the comments that I've been getting, which, yes, you're all very funny. You're all very clever. But yeah, so it's already 1:41 and I have not taken a break yet today. So I'm going to take a half-hour break, and in that half hour I am probably going to cross-post my Pretending to be Dead video on my Tumblr. And then I am probably going to edit the first part of the video that I'm filming right here. Wee, productivity queen. That's me. I wake up and I eat success for breakfast. Now it's 5:30 and I just have gotten done with work. I got done with work about 5, and then I spent a half hour kind of relaxing on my phone, like listening to ASMR videos and sort of looking at Tumblr and just unwinding. I do this most days after work for about a half an hour. Now, if this was a bad day, I would continue doing that and just sort of out of control, get like caught in a loop of like checking and all that sort of thing. But I'm determined not to do that today. And I think that making this video is giving me some extra motivation not to do that. I will say I am feeling sort of tired. So it's only 5:30. I think I might have another cup of coffee. I'm German. We drink coffee all day. And yeah, during the workday, I had to have a conversation with my friend. I like upset him last night, and I was being kind of a jerk. And I guess that's maybe something that is not obvious from my online persona or my YouTube persona, is that I am sort of a difficult person to get along with sometimes. And it's because, I think mostly it's because, with this particular friend, especially, it's because I am very guarded about my own time, about my free time. And I get uptight about spending time with other people. Like, I want to know how long we're going to be there. I don't want to be there too long. I don't, when I'm with other people, I don't count that as free time. My free time is when I'm alone and by myself in my apartment and doing the things that I want to do, which is not a great attitude for meeting people, not a great attitude for having a social life, is that I kind of view being with other people as a hassle. Not that I don't enjoy hanging out with other people, and I do get really lonely when I don't do it. I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know. So we're supposed to go to this event this weekend, and I was like pestering him last night about like, well, it's gonna take an hour to get there, and then I don't want to be there for like more than 7 hours. So I guess like we can go for like 4.5 hours, and you could choose what you want that 4.5 hours to be, but then we have to leave, and it's just not the most carefree attitude to take, especially because he invited me to this event, and I was acting like it was such a put on to me to have to like basically like, oh, I'm chaperoning you to this, and I'm annoyed and I don't want to go, and it's like I need to not say yes to things that I don't want to do. And the fucked up part is that like I do want to do this. It's special. It's like something I do want to do. I was just in a mood last night, so I just had to apologize to him today and say I am sorry because I was being a dick. And you are right. I was being a dick, and I'm sorry. And I'm I'm neurotic about how I spend my time, and it's something I'm working on in therapy. It's something I'm aware of. There are certain things that kind of suck like that, though, where years ago I remember someone, a friend of mine, said to me when I was apologizing to him about something, different friend, that, I said, I'm really sorry. And he said, oh, I know. You're always so sorry after you do these things, meaning like, you're great at apologizing, but fixing your behavior, you're not great at. And it's like, it drives me nuts. It's like I have character flaws that are serious and that are consistent problems. This time thing being one of them, like being really uptight, not wanting to go out and spend time with people. This is a consistent problem for me, and being irritated about it is a consistent problem for me too. And even though it's something I'm talking about in therapy and something that I'm aware of, it's like I keep on making these mistakes, and I'm sure that it is frustrating for the people in my life to deal with, because it's like I always feel like I'm apologizing for this shit. But, what can you do but apologize? I do try and think of strategies, and I try to be mindful of these situations. There's a specific phrase that I think of, actually. I say finish the dishes first, which is about a time where I answered a phone call in the middle of doing dishes, and then the entire phone call I was so annoyed because I wanted to finish doing the dishes. It's like, finish the dishes first. Get your shit together first, so you are at a point where you can be social, and then you won't, you stand less of a chance about being a dick because you feel pressed for time. Anyway, so what do I need to do now? It's after work. One of my habits is that as I explained earlier, I journal 3 times a day because sometimes I have feelings that I'm not understanding, and I think that there are feelings in there right now that I need to understand, and I also need to come up with a game plan for tonight. What am I doing tonight? So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna think about it, and then I'll come back and I'll tell you. But first I'm gonna make a nice cup of coffee. Oh, look at the steam. It's beautiful. I've had 3 bananas today. I think I need to cool it on the bananas. And now I'm making a very simple poor people meal. Just boiling some pasta, and then over here I have some melted butter, basil, pepper, minced onion, and minced garlic, and it's all just from bottles. None of that is fresh. And I'm just gonna mix it all up and throw some Parmesan on there and call it a meal. Okay, it's 7 o'clock now. You're probably thinking, Lindy, did you spend an entire hour journaling? Yeah, I did. And I'm glad that I did, because I was right. There were feelings in there that I didn't know about. And my process when I'm journaling is I'll just kind of start writing about, what I'm feeling in my body and just whatever I think is bothering me. And today I thought that it was like this apology to my friend, and then also the coronavirus, how it's all coming back. And even though I'm vaccinated and I've been responsible the entire pandemic, I have decided I'm going to start wearing a mask again indoors. At the grocery store, and my sister is like 8.5 months pregnant. She's super worried about it because she can't get her kids vaccinated. And if her daughter gets the coronavirus, she's going to have to be separated from her daughter because she's going to have a newborn baby to look after. So she's all worried about it. And I'm supposed to go look after my niece every Monday. I'm on like super auntie duty during this stage where my sister is having a baby. And so I have to be extra careful too because it's my niece and my sister and she needs me. And so, yeah, so I have to start wearing masks again. And then I felt my way into realizing that I was sad about something that I wasn't conscious of, which is I was sad about my grandma. I was sad about my grandma dying in 2018. And I just, when I realized that, and I was thinking about it and how sad it made me, and then I thought, oh yeah, that's right. Earlier today while I was working, I thought about giving her a hug, and it made me feel sad. And then I remembered that before that, on my lunch break, I had been on Tumblr and I had seen a picture of people camping in the 1950s. And this reminded me of all these stories that people told about my grandma at her funeral, which I wasn't aware of. I wasn't aware that she liked to camp like that. And then I remembered that right away this morning, when I looked at YouTube, now I'm an atheist. I have not been a religious person since I was preteen. But I still follow my childhood church on social media, which of course I do. If you follow my blog on Tumblr, that's gonna make sense. Uh, but I follow them, my church, on YouTube, and they had a live stream this morning, which I guess was a memorial service, and I just clicked on it, wondering, what it was. They don't usually live stream on Thursday mornings. And it started off, it was this picture of this old lady, and then it was like a photo retrospective. I don't know this woman. It was like a photo retrospective of her life, and all the things she did, and when she's a little kid, and going on vacations and being with grandkids, and the way that she was dressed when she was with the grandkids reminded me of the way that my grandma dressed in the 90s when she would look after us. So it's like by doing this journaling process, I've not only realized what I was sad about, but figured out where it came from. What happened was I saw this church service this morning, and it reminded me of my grandma, not only literally because of the way this woman was dressed, but because of an old lady's funeral. Then later, I saw the picture of the people camping, and that also reminded me of my grandma and the stories that people would tell. And then later, I was thinking about my grandma, and it was like I was already thinking about her because of these two things. And then I imagined giving her a hug, and that is, in my subconscious, that is what was happening. By the time that, so I felt really depressed. I felt depressed by the time I ended work. I'm sure through a combination of things, like I've been like borderline abusing my Valium, and I haven't taken any of it today, and I haven't had as much caffeine today as I usually do, and I haven't been taking care of myself. Like I said, this video was supposed to be about me getting back on track. So but while I journaled it, so yeah, it takes a while for me to like, you know, I'll write something down and then I'll just like sit and think, you know, okay, well, what happened before that? What happened before that? Where is this coming from? And not only that, but like once I realized what it was, realizing what it was freed me to actually feel that feeling. I'm sad that my grandma died. I miss my grandma. And so I was able to, you know, cry about it as much as I wanted, and to feel grief, and to expose this raw nerve that I was trying to cover up with other things. And it's so helpful to do that. It's so helpful to do that because I feel much better now. I found the feeling, I felt the feeling until it resolved, and now I am free with a much better attitude, a much better mood to go on with my day. And I looked at my habit app, and there are a couple things that I need to do. I think the first thing that I'm going to do is I am going to tidy up my apartment. Just throughout the day, I've made a couple messes here, so I'm just going to tidy up real quick and clean the cat box, which is on my list of shit to do today. And then I think I am going to take out the trash, and while I'm taking it out, I'm just going to hop in the car. I'm going to go up to Cub Foods and buy just a couple things that I need for groceries this week. I'm really not running that low on anything, so, but good. So I have a game plan. It's probably going to take me an hour or so, more than that, probably about 2 hours to do it, but I'm going to do it, and there you go. So just because, I guess, really the point I'm trying to make here is that just because you have bad feelings doesn't mean that it's a bad day. Because what's bad is not doing what is correct. That's a bad day. Me saying, I don't want to feel these feelings, I'm just gonna zone out and look at my phone. That's bad. But to do the right thing, and to find the bad feelings, and to, you know, be brave enough and compassionate enough for myself to actually work on that, that's a good day. That's what a good day is for me. Oh my gosh, another outfit change? Yeah, I'm going in public, dumb bitch. Okay, clean apartment speed run. Yep, look at it. I got that cat box cleaned, my shoes, mostly in order. God, this is boxes here on purpose. That's a monkey box. Okay, clean. This is the trash I'm about to take out. Don't even worry about it. This is also clean. We got a cup of tea here, which I probably shouldn't drink, actually. And we have, clean sink. All the dishes right there. That is waiting for me to go buy more club soda. Not club soda, tonic water, in order to make a new mocktail. Clean. Switch over to the living room. Boom. Nothing. Oh, what is that? Oh, okay. It's a platypus. Don't worry about that. That's his. So yeah, it's all fine. 7:41. I am gonna take this trash out, and I'm gonna go to Cub. Alright, well that is the Cub I'm going to. And I'm parked all the way over here because I just wanted to see if anyone recognizes this parking lot. There's a Target right over there behind this police camera. You can sort of see that. Then there is this building under construction. There's an Aldi. There's a Wendy's. Why does anyone feel like this is familiar? Do you know why it is familiar? Well, because that is the 3rd precinct that was burned down in the third night of the George Floyd riots. We're right here. This was where I shopped before the riots closed it down for about a year. You can still see they have like concrete barricades up around it. It's pretty fucking crazy. Everything opened but the police station. It's a source, this spot right here is a source of a lot of feelings for Minneapolis. Pride, anger, a little bit of fear. Yeah, just thought I would share. A storm. Got a few things, I said. Just the basics, I said. Nothing crazy. Okay, now I know that oh my god, this is what he does. It doesn't matter how many times I shoo him away. He comes up here and he licks the bag. Do you mind? Do you mind? Okay, I realize this is a day in the life, but you know what? I realize also that this video is 145 minutes long at this point, and so I'm gonna do a grocery haul right now, but I will post that later. We don't need to include that in this video. Alright, well, I filmed my video, I put away my groceries, I made my mocktail. I ate a sausage, did the dishes. Now it's 10 o'clock in the evening, as you can see on this clock behind me. I'm gonna hop in the shower real quick because I have to get up early tomorrow and go to the office. Long story, I have to go into the office once a month. At the grocery store, I wore a mask for the first time in months. Far from the only person doing it. It's really sad. I mean, I forgot immediately that I had it on. I mean, we did this for like a year. I mean, it's like not that big a deal, but even so, it's like, fuck. Fuck. All right. I'm so tired. I said I was to have a good day, and I think I did. I don't really feel good right now, but I can at least feel good in knowing that I did what I could today. Okay, I'm gonna turn off my alarm that was going off. That's my take your medicine alarm, so I'm gonna take my trazodone. It's 11 p.m. now. So this is the time of night where I actually allow myself to relax because I take a tranquilizer and there's just not much I can do after I take it, to be perfectly honest with you. So I'm gonna take my tranquilizer and I'm gonna watch Mr. Show, which is a show I never watched before until Bob Odenkirk almost died last week. And everybody was like, oh my god, not Mr. Show guy. And I was like, I love Bob Odenkirk from Breaking Bad and various other things. And I'm like I'm aware of his contributions, but like I have never seen this show, so I decided to watch it, and it's very funny. I'm scared to edit this video. It's gonna be a million years long. I didn't get everything on my list done today, but I will say that I worked my ass off today. I worry about even saying that, because I feel self-conscious when I say that, because I just don't feel like I did very much today. I filmed a couple YouTube videos, I went grocery shopping, I wrote in my journal, and I took a shower, and I feel like that's all that I did today. I know that, like, in the self-help world, people say that you underestimate what you can, or you overestimate what you can do in a day, but you underestimate what you can do in a month or a year or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it's something that has been bothering me consistently over the past however long, a couple months maybe, that
I just feel like I don't have enough time to do what I want to do. And a part of me is just like this rant, by the way, this is just for the super fans who made it to the end of this video, so thank you so much for watching. But like, a part of me is just like really resentful that I am single, and like, how nice would it be if I had a partner who either could support me and I wouldn't have to spend 8 hours at my job, or who I could support and they would do the chores and the shopping, which would free up so much time for me as well, you know? Being poor and single. I mean, I'm not poor. I'm not poor. I'm not destitute. I'm not hungry. I'm never hungry. I never have to worry about paying the rent. I have a savings account. Like, even with the money I make, I still qualify for Section 8 housing. I don't know if they have that other places, but that's assisted. It's public housing in Minneapolis. But to end this video on a happy note, now I'm going to take my tranquilizers and watch Bob Odenkirk and David Cross be very silly. And that will make me happy. Bye.